The first great flowering of Moorish culture took place in the new capital city of Cordoba. By the late 8th century, the Moors had turned Cordoba into the brightest, wealthiest and busiest city in Europe. Its fame reached as far as a quiet cloister in Saxony, where a Christian nun described the city as the brilliant ornament of the world. This glittering city was all the work of one young man. His name was Abdel Rahman, and he was an exile. His family had ruled Damascus in Syria, but in the year 750, they were all killed in a brutal civil war. Abdel Rahman was the sole survivor of the massacre, and he fled all the way from Syria to Cordoba, where he quickly established himself as the caliph, or ruler of Al-Andalus. His passage through life had hardly been easy, but he was to turn out to be one of the most influential figures in world history, someone who kick-started a complete revolution in Western society. He did so by attempting to recreate the splendours of his native Damascus here in Cordoba. He wanted to turn this place into a kind of paradise on earth. At the heart of Abdel Rahman's paradise on earth was the Great Mosque of Cordoba. When work began here in the 8th century, Islam was only a century old, which makes this one of the first mosques ever built. The Great Mosque is a forest of stone columns, which seem to go on forever as far as the eye can see. The effect is a bit like being in a hall of mirrors. You actually feel lost in here, truly disorientated, and that's the point. The worshipper feels in the presence of something mysterious and infinite, perhaps God himself.